Hello and welcome to the St. Ignatius College Prep Virtual College Fair. My name is Daisha. I will be your facilitator for today's event. I would like to thank you for taking some time and joining us today. A couple of quick housekeeping notes before we begin. First, your camera and your microphone are off, so your presenters will not be able to see or hear you during today's event. You can ask questions of them using the Q&A function on the bottom of your screen. If you have questions for a specific school, please make sure to mention that school's name in your question, and the panelists will be able to respond to you directly. Today's session will be recorded, so feel free to check out the strivescan.com/Ignatius website after today's event, and you'll be able to watch recordings of this session and any other sessions that you might have missed on demand. We have 6 wonderful schools with us to present to you today. I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to our first school, Augustana College.
Well, good evening, St. Ignatius students. My name is Myra Rodriguez, and my pronouns are she, her, hers, and Aya. And I am an associate director of admissions for the Chicago region. And I'm thrilled to tell you a little bit more about Augustana College, a small private liberal arts institution located in the beautiful city of Rock Island, Illinois. Rock Island, Illinois is located in an area known as the Quad Cities. The Quad Cities are about 3 hours west of Chicago. And so we are kind of nestled in the border of Illinois and Iowa, and the Quad Cities contains 4 cities, but technically it includes 5 cities. So Rock Island, East Moline, and Moline are on the Illinois side, and Davenport and Bettendorf are on the Iowa side, and the Mississippi River divides our state line. The Quad Cities is home to 400,000 people, and it continues to grow. And so there are so many opportunities for our students to develop professionally and personally in this area. And if you are a student who's looking for a downtown urban feel, you'll find it in the Quad Cities. But if you're also a student who loves nature and the outdoors, you'll also find that in the Quad Cities. And speaking of our students, we're home to 2,500 undergraduate students. Our students come from 33 different states and 40 different countries. Our student to faculty ratio is 11:1. Class size average is 18. We have 90 majors and related areas of interest that you can pursue. And we have 150 plus student organizations that you can participate in, whether you're interested in Greek life, intramurals, cultural organization, service organization. You'll find a organization that you are passionate about that you'll join here on our campus. Our students are doers, and they find a balance between their academics and their extracurricular activities. So they enjoy participating in the fine arts. That's something that we're really big here in Augustana. So music, art, and theater, we have a lot of students who participate in that. They're super talented. 1 in 4 students participate in our performing arts ensembles. We have 14 music ensembles here at Augustana. Athletics is also really big. We're actually ranked top 10 in the nation for academic All-America across all 3 divisions through the NCAA. And so our athletes find that balance between their sport and their academics. You'll notice too that we have added new majors. So we now have a BS in engineering, kinesiology, and data analytics. And so unfortunately, due to the pandemic, many liberal arts institutions had to cut back on some of their programs. And at Augustana, that didn't happen. We actually added more programs. So if you're interested in any of our new majors or even our top majors, definitely check us out. And again, our students are committed to excellence inside and outside of the classroom. One of the really cool things about Augustana College is that we have a program known as Augie Choice. Augie Choice is $2,000 given to every student to help fund an internship, a research, or a study abroad experience. And so we want you to have a high impact experience at our campus, and we want to be able to help you support that financially. And so you'll notice that a lot of our students take advantage of our Augie Choice money, and who doesn't like free money? And so we really are happy that we've been able to provide Augie Choice for the last 10 plus years. And when thinking about the admissions process here at Augustana, we have a holistic review process. And so we are really looking, of course, at those qualitative factors and quantitative factors. And so we really want to see that rigor curriculum. We also want to see that 3.0 recalculated GPA. And so we take all that into consideration. We also look at your co-curricular activities. We want to see your service opportunities, your leadership opportunities, what you've been involved in, your part-time jobs, if you take care of any family responsibilities, all of that matters to us. And we love student engagement. So I hope that you stay in contact with us and stay connected because that's really important. And we offer optional admissions interviews too throughout our admissions process. We do have 3 decision plans for students to apply at Augustana. And so our early decision and early action plans have the same deadline of November 1st. Most of our students fall under the early action category. And so students want to receive their admission decision sooner rather than later and have a better chance at getting accepted into our campus. We also have a regular decision option for our students. Their deadline is April 1st, and we accept regular decision students on a rolling basis. And so it is based off space availability. So know that if you are interested in Augustana, I really encourage you to apply in that early action decision plan so that you can receive your admission decision sooner rather than later, usually right before the holidays. For all these decision plans, we really encourage you to file the FAFSA or the Illinois alternative application by November 1st so that you're able to get a financial aid award on time from us and that you're able to make an educated decision when May 1st comes around. We do offer scholarships and financial aid. We have scholarships starting at $24,000 for our first year and international students and $18,000 for our transfer students. We also have additional talent-based scholarships that you can participate in and renewable grants that you can also participate in. And so as your admissions counselor, I'm more than happy to talk to you a little bit more about financial aid when that time comes, but just know that we are generous when it comes to financial aid, and 98% of our students do receive financial aid when they apply to Augie. And we love for you to visit campus. So stay connected. We do offer daily campus visits Monday through Saturdays. We have Viking visits. These are specialized events coming up on March 28th and April 1st if you're interested in visiting campus. And know that the QR code on your screen, you can go ahead and scan it with your phone and it'll take you directly to our visit page. And I just want to thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit more about my institution as well as the other institutions here. Thanks.
Thank you, Augustana College. Our next presenter is National Louis University.
Awesome. Well, good evening, everyone. So I am Citlali Gonzalez. I'm an outreach and enrollment specialist at National Louis University. So today I'm going to be sharing with you a little bit about National Louis. And at National Louis, we believe in your best. So I'm going to start off with a couple of different facts on how we help our students. And so to start off with, we have 2 campuses. Your closest campus is actually right down the street from you, our downtown Chicago campus, located on Michigan Avenue, right across the street from Grant Park and the Art Institute, actually. We have about 3,600 undergrad students currently enrolled. We're one of the top 25 most diverse national universities. 83% of our students are actually first-generation college students. 93% of our students are employed within 6 months of graduation. We are also the #1 most affordable bachelor's degree for a private institution in the state of Illinois. And our Coe College program is in the top 5 culinary schools in the nation. So now that you got to know us a little bit, let's dive a little bit deeper as to what makes NLU different from other institutions. So first of all, flexible schedules for school life balance. Our students go to class 2 days out of the week. That's it. And that is the schedule that is set for your entire time at National Louis. Our students really love this. It allows them to not only live a balanced life, but also helps them really with their time management. Our students are people, not just students, so they definitely have other priorities outside of school that need attention. So definitely a great opportunity for them. The other thing is career prep from day one. We take career prep really seriously at National Louis. Actually, our students from the very beginning, when they're freshmen, they start getting mentored on interviews for jobs, internships. They get feedback on resumes, cover letters. Really, if the student is like, I want to be proactive and get ahead of it, great. And if not, we just start exploring different careers. You also have coaches who will guide you throughout the entire college experience. That is both in our student success coaches that work with our students on academics and connecting them with resources, but also our dedicated career advisors. Really, we're just a diverse and friendly and supportive community. And we're just here to make sure that our students are successful no matter what the end goal is. The other thing I wanted to point out is that we do offer student housing. So our student housing is with University Center. This housing option is available downtown. It's about 5 blocks from our downtown campus. And it is an awesome, like, big building, apartment building. We share with a couple of other universities in the area. So it's a great community building opportunity, as well as just a great view. We actually have the penthouse floor, so we're at the very top of the building, and some of our students have told us that they actually have a view of Lake Michigan if the weather is right. So it's definitely a great opportunity, and also pretty affordable option for living downtown. And then just a couple of the other things that our students do in their downtime. A lot of them are super involved. We have over 35 student organizations of all interests, 100+ annual student events that are planned across different departments at the university. We also have a variety of Greek life options that have really been taking off in the past couple of years. And our students really love all the involvement and being involved and finding a steady community from the time they enroll until graduation. And here is a list of our different degrees that we offer. So we offer 3 different types of degrees, starting with our certificate on the very right for our registered medical assistant program. That's for our Accelerate U program. It is a trade program, so that is a 6-month certificate. We also offer associate's degrees for 2 years through our Coe College program, both in baking and pastry arts and culinary arts. We also offer bachelor's degrees through Kendall in culinary management and hospitality management, as well as our undergraduate college bachelor's degrees in a variety of different levels of education to become a teacher, business, communications, computer science, criminal justice, psychology, social work, and human services. And then as for classroom experience, our average class size is about 16 to 20 students. This allows for a lot of one-on-one FaceTime with professors. No teacher's assistants will be teaching your class. It will always be a professor. Actually, this is one of our professors, Dr. Moncrief, in the picture here. And professors are proactively helping you succeed. They love speaking to you about their own experiences in their fields of expertise, as well as connecting you with different networking opportunities. And then finally, just wanting to go over our application process. So we are probably one of the most stress-free college applications that you'll find. Our application process is actually very simple. You just complete a free application, and there's a variety of different ways you can do that. And I will be sharing that at the end. Also, after that, you will just submit your high school transcript. It can be unofficial if you're a current high school student. And we do not require any kind of test scores. So once you submit your transcript, that's it. You're all done. And then you just wait for your admissions decision. Funding your education. So I mentioned that we are the most affordable private university bachelor's degree. Our undergraduate college comes in at $11,505 per year. And a lot of our students graduate debt-free. Coe College is a little bit higher than that because uniforms and supplies are included in that fee. So $24,000 to $32,000 is about what our Coe College students pay. And then our Accelerate U registered medical assistant degree is $6,300. And that is pretty much it. So if you would like to apply, there is the link at nl.edu/quickapp, and also check out our freshman events page. Thank you so much.
Thank you, National Louis University. Our next presenter is Benedictine University. Your microphone is still muted.
Sorry about that. How's it now? Can you hear me
Good
now?
to go. Yes.
Okay, perfect. Sorry about that. My name is Eddie Alamon. I'm a freshman admissions counselor at Benedictine University, and I'm very excited and grateful for this opportunity to speak to St. Ignatius College Prep. Just to see, is my screen sharing okay? Are you able to see the presentation view?
Yes, you're in presentation view. Well, no, we see the.
Perfect.
Now
Awesome.
you're good.
Let me get started. Well, this is a quick overview of Benedictine University. Benedictine University is a small Division III private liberal arts school located in the southwest suburbs, more specifically known as Lisle, Illinois. Very close bordering Naperville, Illinois, Downers Grove, Woodridge, and the Darien area. So location is definitely prime for our university. Just to get into some general facts and figures, our student population is about 3,000 undergraduate students. Within that 3,000 student population, about 60% of our students do live on campus and 40% do commute. So we have a very big commuter-based population on Benedictine, which definitely attributes to the unique aspect that we tend to create for atmosphere-wise. Student to faculty ratio is about 13:1. And that being said, about 94% of our full-time faculty members, meaning you are not being taught by a graduate assistant, a student assistant, you're being taught by a full-fledged ethical professor. So it's pretty nice to know that where you're putting your money is definitely going to be rewarded in the long run. That being said, about 87% of our faculty members do hold the highest degree in their field. So again, the credibility is definitely there on that aspect. Like I mentioned, we are a private liberal arts school, meaning that no matter what major you come in, whether it be accounting, economics, biology, chemistry, you will be required to take certain liberal arts course classes that make you more well-rounded of a student. So we do have requirements, whether it be a theology class, an ethics class, philosophy class, stuff that really plays into any industry that you intend to work in the near future. So liberal arts curriculum is definitely enticing to make you that much more well-rounded of a student and a potential employee in the long run. As far as the academic experience goes, Benedictine offers 41 unique programs to major in, as well as 38 minors and 17 pre-professional programs, which I will touch on in a later slide. That being said, we have 3 colleges and 1 school: a College of Business, College of Liberal Arts, College of Science, and our School of Education. So like I mentioned, here at Benedictine, we do have 17 pre-professional programs, and it is probably thing we are most well known for because of our partnerships with professional schools. So here, just to list a few of them, we have established partnerships, whether it's being with Lake Erie College of Osteopathic Medicine, Midwestern University, or AT Still University in Texas. Depending on your pre-health track and the specific university, there's different stipulations to getting into those professional schools. So for example, Lake Erie College of Osteopathic Medicine are known for our pre-dental and our pre-medical students. So depending on which path you choose, there are opportunities for dual acceptance, for guaranteed interviews, or like I mentioned, just the dual acceptance is sort of the strong point that we kind of advocate to our students. So a lot of the times you'll have to enter a university and select pre-health and then apply to med school shortly after your time at your undergraduate university. But if you were to come through Benedictine and through one of our established partnerships and pathways, you already have that plan made out for you. So a unique aspect about us, a lot of our students that choose to go to the LECOM method, they know they're getting into medical school, or they have gotten into medical school before even their first day at Benedictine as an undergraduate student. So definitely a cool aspect to look into and a unique partnership that we offer here at Benedictine University. Just getting into more of the academic and general student profile here at Benedictine, we have 40+ student clubs and organizations, 19 NCAA intercollegiate athletic programs at the Division III level. Most notably, our men's volleyball team finished second in the nation last year, so we're hoping to repeat that success. We have 5 club sports, over 100+ student-led events held each year, 8 resident halls on campus, and 4 different dining halls to choose from to eat on campus as well. Just getting into a little bit of the financial aspect of Benedictine University, our numbers for next year are looking like $34,290 for general admissions. If you did choose to live on campus, we round that cost to an additional $10,000. So holistically, you're looking at about $44,000 to attend Benedictine University. But like it mentions on the third tab, the average freshman gets about $27,000 in financial aid, and the average transfer will get about $25,000 in financial aid. I know these numbers look a little daunting at first glance, but during the pandemic, we were able to keep our tuition lock and freeze philosophy, meaning a lot of other universities actually rose their tuition. We managed to keep ours the same throughout the pandemic and have the same mentality of doing so for the new future. So what our lock and freeze tuition essentially means is whatever rate you come into Benedictine as, that's what the rate you're going to pay throughout your 4 years, even if tuition does increase at your time at Benedictine, which we do not intend on that happening. So it's pretty nice that we have the financial numbers present and are able to lay it out for potential students and their families throughout their 4 years. So that way they're not slapped with hidden fees or end up paying, $5,000 to $10,000 more than they anticipated from the start of their freshman year. Definitely helps families financially budget on that aspect of things. Just to mention ways to finance attending Benedictine University, we have academic scholarships that range anywhere from $10,000 to $16,000, and it's not listed here, but we actually have our Scholars Award, which is for our incoming students that have a 3.75 unweighted GPA or higher. That Scholars Award is $27,000, so it's a lot more money than our general academic scholarship, but it does come with a little bit more work and an interview process in that sense. Just to wrap it up very quickly, we also have affinity awards just based on different stipulations. So if you had an immediate family member come from Benedictine, an out-of-state award, a Catholic high school, we have several scholarships in that sense. Just to mention on the right side, we have application-based scholarships as well. So definitely a lot of ways to finance attending a private university such as Benedictine University. And lastly, on the bottom right of your screen, you will see our FAFSA school code. And then these are just general admissions requirements that we definitely preach for our students to try to strive for when potentially applying to Benedictine University. All right, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Benedictine University. I'd like to send a reminder, if you have any questions for our panelists today, please make sure to use that Q&A button at the bottom of your screen to send any questions over, and they'll be able to respond to you directly. Our next presenter will be Coe College.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jess. I am an assistant director of admission at Coe College. I am actually also an alum, graduated back in 2017, and I'm from Chicago. So I work with all high school seniors from Chicago, and I really enjoy it because I was in your shoes a few years ago. So Coe is located in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, about 4 hours away from the city if you're driving. We do have two big bus stations that come to and from Cedar Rapids, and that's the Megabus and the Greyhound. That'll add another about 30-45 minutes because they make stops. But Cedar Rapids is right in the center of the Midwest to travel to major cities. So whether you're thinking about Minneapolis, Kansas City, even Nebraska, that's going to be awesome for weekends and things like that with your friends. But we are a mid-sized city, so there's also plenty of things to do in Cedar Rapids. We're home to 350,000 people, so that's how many people live in the area. We're located right in the downtown area and in the mid-quarter of Cedar Rapids. So if you look on the screen, this is going to be the downtown area. It's about a 5-minute walk from campus. At Coe, 100% of our students complete an internship, off-campus study, or a research opportunity. Cedar Rapids is home to nonprofit schools, 2 top 25 teaching hospitals, and Fortune 500 companies. And then we were rated top 100 best places to live. At Coe, we find networking being super important. We put a lot of resources into our Center for Creativities, Careers, and Community. We're actually rated top 10 in the nation for internships. Every single one of our students completes at least one practicum before graduation. It's just part of the graduation requirement. Because it's the culture, students are completing 2 or 3 of that, which is amazing. And a lot of that comes from having early networking opportunities with our alumni. So nearly 50% of our alum live within the Cedar Rapids area. So as early as your first year, we can get you connected with somebody who graduated with the same major as you, who is interested in the same career. That way you can start having that conversation about advice, what internship you should be looking for, and things of that sort. 40% of our students double major and still graduate in 4 years. So we are 1,400 students, our average class size is 16, and 40% of our students are double majoring. A lot of this has to do because of our rigorous advising season. Every single semester, you have to meet with an advisor at Coe before you register for your next set of classes. And it's not to micromanage you in any way. It really is just to make sure that you're taking the appropriate classes for graduation. Study abroad is another huge thing at Coe. I would say about 45% of our students are studying abroad. We offer 2 options for study abroad programs. You can leave for the whole semester, or you can do a smaller study abroad program for 1 month, and that's what we call a May term. We have an opportunity on every continent except for Antarctica, so I'm sorry if that is a deal breaker for you. But I was a student at Coe and I studied abroad in Costa Rica. I finished my Spanish degree at the University of Costa Rica, and I recommend it to anyone. Anywhere you go, look into their study abroad programs. It's definitely life-changing. Those May terms that I spoke on, the shorter study abroad programs, those are actually with professors and it's considered a class. So the first class, the first May term that you take is free, Coe pays for it. And then if you want to keep doing some more May terms, and then it would just be out of pocket. It's nice because the May terms are group rates. It's a group of Coe students going together with a Coe professor. So you will see that the cost for studying abroad for a month, compared to when you're an adult, is a huge difference. I think our most expensive one is $3,000 for a whole month, including like the flight, where you're gonna be staying, food, and things of that sort. And I wish I can go to Thailand for a whole month for $3,000 today. Success after graduation, nearly 100% of our students report back to us and are employed or in grad school. And then we are rated number 88 liberal arts colleges in the nation for contributing to the public good. So a lot of our students are huge on community service. These are just some dates and deadlines to consider for next year. So this is what it would look like for a senior today. We do ask that financial aid applications are in by March 1st. This gives us ample time to create a financial aid offer for you. If you have not heard of the free application for federal student aid, I definitely encourage you to talk to your high school counselor about it. It's super important when it comes to getting government help with grants and work study. These are just some upcoming visit opportunities. At Coe, you can do an individual virtual visit or an individual on-campus visit. At the time, because of COVID, we are not doing big group visits, and all of this can be scheduled online on our website. If you just go to coe.edu and put that in your Google search, it'll come up, and one of the first buttons that you'll see is visit. But while you are on campus, we can get you to sit in on a class. You can talk to a professor in your academic interest, have lunch in our cafeteria, talk to Coe students. For virtual, it'll look a little different, but you'll still get a chance to do a virtual guided tour with the current student on campus. This allows that current student to take a pause, answer any questions while you're doing the virtual tour, and that way you're not just sitting back and watching it on your own. These are just some steps to consider. Our applications are open over the summer, and we start reviewing admission starting August. We are test optional. As long as the student has above a 3.0 GPA, you are automatically considered for scholarships. Our scholarships start at $28,000 per year, and we also have other sub scholarships. For example, if you're a student who is into theater, band, music, film, art, anything along those realms, we have what's called the Visual and Performing Arts Scholarship that you can audition and interview for, as well as Williston Jones full tuition scholarships that open up in the fall. So all things to consider. This is just a list of our majors that can also be found online. And I think my time is up. So thank you so much for your time. And I hope this has been a beneficial experience for you all.
Thank you, Coe College. Our next presenter will be Concordia University, Chicago.
Awesome. So just give me a minute here to share my screen as well. All righty. Hello, St. Ignatius students. My name is Linda Hernandez. I am the admission counselor here at Concordia University, Chicago, that works with the students from your high school. So just a little bit about Concordia. We were founded in 1864. I always point out the year that we were founded because that was such a long time ago. And that has given us the opportunity to perfect a lot of our programs, but also to grow and to add more programs along the way. We have about 1,500 to 2,000 or so undergraduate students. That puts in your class about like 10 to 15 students per professor. All of your classes are taught by professors, which is really nice to start that networking with your professors who are super knowledgeable in their field. We're only about 10 miles away from downtown Chicago. And in a little bit, I'll kind of explain some of the benefits of being outside of Chicago, but then having Chicago in our backyards. We offer more than 70 different academic programs and different things for you to be involved on campus. So as I was mentioning our location here, so Concordia is located in the town of River Forest, right near Oak Park, Wood Park. We're kind of right there in the middle. And like I mentioned, we're only 10 miles west of downtown Chicago. I just really love this picture because it shows the best of both worlds here. So you can see campus, but then again, you can see our city. Our city is a great opportunity for when it comes to internships, job opportunities, and just like fun Saturday night adventures. Our students are out in the city. And so about our academics, like I mentioned, Concordia has a little over 70 different academic programs. We split them up into 4 different colleges, as you can see on your screen there. Our College of Education is our largest college, but again, some of our other colleges there. Our top popular programs here at Concordia are education, psychology, criminal justice, sports management, which goes into business, and then the pre-professional programs such as like nursing or pre-med as well. At the top here of our screen, you can see our QR code. If you scan that with your phone, it'll open up the entire list of our programs. 2 of my favorite things about our programs here at Concordia are, one, that you can mix and match programs. So for example, me as an alum, I was able to double major in Spanish and in psychology, and even do a minor in education. And so we really encourage our students to take advantage of testing out and learning about different fields, because that only makes them more just marketable after graduation. And that allows them to put more things on their degrees and on their resumes. The nice thing as well is that that only takes up your 4 years, not anything additional. The second really nice thing about our programs here at Concordia is that they all have some types of hands-on experience. So we understand that all of our students learn differently. And so one part of your academic experience here at Concordia is going to be a hands-on experience through field experience hours, through an internship, through practicum hours. We're going to expose you to your field, to put to practice everything that you've been learning, but also to expose you to some networking opportunities. Like I mentioned, there's plenty to do on campus. We are the Concordia Cougars, so there's lots of maroon and gold pride, whether you be involved in some of our music ensembles, different clubs, organizations, theaters, sports, and sports is a very huge part about Concordia. I would say about like 65% of our students are student athletes on campus. We have 17 different team sports. We also do offer intramurals, and Concordia being a Division III school, that I tell students puts the ball in your court. You are in control with the whole athletics process. You can hear about our programs, about our teams, hear about what the program is about, and then you ultimately can make that decision there. Living on campus, so we do offer living on campus. However, it is not a requirement for students to live on campus. So especially for like my St. Ignatius students coming from super close by, you don't have to live on campus. But a lot of times me and my students go and compare both options. And it just sometimes kind of comes down to financial aid, which one is more affordable for them and their family. Nonetheless, lots of the amenities on campus are still optional for our commuter students, like free laundry on campus, the weight room, and the dining locations. The important part about our student success is a lot of the services that we offer here at Concordia. So right off the bat, you get an entire support team in your corner that is composed by your faculty advisor, which is your professor and your mentor in your field. An academic advisor, you'll get a success coach, you'll get a peer mentor. And again, that is an entire team in your corner there to answer any question along the way, to celebrate you when you are having victories, but also to support you during those challenging moments. And then our craft student success center is kind of like our one stop shop area where we have our mental health clinic there. We have our food pantry. That's where our writing center is at. So that's a place that you can come and you know that you're going to get support and services there to continue to help you be successful here at Concordia. Just a little bit about our next steps here at Concordia. So applying to Concordia is not hard at all. If for my juniors here listening, your application will become available July 1st. It's a super simple application, can be found on our website or on Common App. We don't require any essays, any letters of recommendation, or any fees. So it's just a simple application there. We are test optional. So I know a lot of our students are testing this coming week. And so it's gonna be at your discretion based on your test score. If you feel confident to submit it, great. If you don't, no worries. And so it's just, your simple application. Visiting college is very important. I know a lot of our other colleges have mentioned it. So definitely please take advantage of your summer coming up to come and visit campuses. Lastly, with financial aid, 100% of our students here accepted at Concordia get some type of financial aid. All of our students get 2 scholarships, one for academic, one for extracurriculars, but we also offer like a first generation scholarship. We offer full rides and money from your FAFSA as well. And then last but not least, here's my contact information. I would love to connect with you all if there are any questions I can answer. Thank you.
Thank you, Concordia. Our final school presenting today is Dominican University.
All right, so bear here with me as I'm sharing my presentation. All right, so thank you all for taking the time to meet with me. My name is Rosa Varela. I'm the Associate Director of Admission at Dominican. So Dominican University is a small private Catholic liberal institution in River Forest, Illinois, so just actually down the street from Concordia. So I did mention small. So we are pretty small, as you can see by the numbers. We actually have a total of about 3,000 students, which includes graduate students. Last year, we brought in a total of 462 incoming freshmen and about 143 transfer students. 60% of our students are students of color. So this actually makes Dominican University one of the most diverse small private institutions in the state of Illinois. 43% of our students are first generation students, and then we have over 12 nations represented at Dominican. We are pretty small. Again, as you guys can see by our numbers, our average class size is only 15 students in a class. Our student to faculty ratio is 10 students to 1 professor. And we have over 50 majors at Dominican. 86% of our faculty at Dominican have a PhD in their fields. And then we also have over 20 accelerated degree programs and 0 lecture halls. These are our most popular majors for incoming freshmen. Nursing, actually, we have our own nursing school on campus. We have a direct entry nursing program. Psychology is also pretty popular, pre-medicine, business, biology, criminology, accounting, computer science, and so forth. Every student at Dominican will have the opportunity to make sure that they get the help that it's needed in terms of tutoring. We have free tutoring for all of our academic majors. We also have advisors that check in with our students regularly to make sure that they're doing well academically, including peer mentors. Again, every student at Dominican has their own peer mentor that helps them transition from high school to college. We also have a wellness center, a writing and research help center, and wraparound services for all of our students. Now, these are some of the places where our students are making a difference in terms of providing internships as well as jobs. As you guys can see, there's various companies and organizations where students as early as their sophomore year can obtain an internship opportunity. We do offer study abroad. Actually, Dominican was one of the first institutions in the country to offer study abroad. We offer over 20 different programs. We do offer scholarships for study abroad. So we do encourage our students to definitely take that opportunity and visit a different country. Again, we're just 10 miles away from downtown Chicago. I like to say that, you know, being a student at Dominican, you get the best of both worlds. You are in a small, quiet area, but you also get the amenities of downtown Chicago with jobs, internships, and so forth. We do have 4 residence halls on campus, although living on campus is not a requirement. We have anywhere from singles to double suites and common lounges, study spaces, and a dining hall and a cyber cafe for our resident students. We offer also over 35 student clubs on campus. That club could be based on a major, it could be a multicultural club, a club based on the interest. Or if we don't have a club that you maybe have at your own high school, you can start your own club at Dominican. We also offer sports. We offer 12 men's and women's varsity sports. We are a Division III as well as some of our colleagues here. And if you are interested in Dominican, we do encourage you to apply. There's different ways on how you can do that. You can go to the Common App and submit your application, or you can go to our website and submit that. We're rolling admissions. We do require a personal statement and your official high school transcripts. We are also test optional, so we do not require that information to make an admission decision. These are some of the scholarships that we offer. 100% of our students that are admitted to Dominican receive a merit scholarship. We also have a scholarship for students that live on campus, the Catholic High School Scholarship, the Success Scholarship for students that are members of a college readiness program, and then Legacy and Family Allowance for those that had either a sibling or a parent that graduated from Dominican. These are some of our competitive scholarships. They all have different requirements, different majors, but these scholarships can be anywhere from $500 up to $10,000. Now, those that are not eligible to complete the FAFSA, we do encourage them to complete the alternative application for Illinois financial aid. We're also a partner school with the Dream Via Scholarship, again, for those students that are not eligible to complete the FAFSA. And finally, we do encourage you to visit campus. We are open. We have tours every day, Monday through Friday. We could do an on-campus visit, virtual visit, including some Saturdays as well. And here is a QR code that you can scan. You are more than welcome to scan the QR code and chat with one of our student ambassadors, asking them any questions that you guys have about campus, about majors, living on campus, jobs. Finally, this is my contact information. I hope to hopefully meet you all in person. If not, maybe schedule a virtual meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Dominican University. We have a couple of more minutes in this session, so I'd like to invite all of our panelists to join me on video for a quick panel Q&A. All right, feel free to answer in the order in which you presented, but I'd like you to share some advice you would like to give to someone going through the college search process.
Great. I'll keep mine short and sweet. It's something that we've all reiterated in our presentations, but I really do encourage you to visit campus students and don't discredit the virtual visits. Like, because there are so many virtual tours available on the websites, I highly encourage you to expand your list of schools and take a look at schools all over the country, because they do offer a lot of virtual visit opportunities.
Yeah, I would say don't be afraid to ask questions. That's what we're here for. That's literally our job, and we love our job and helping you and talking to you. So please, no, there is no dumb question. We're here to help.
Yeah, similar to like how my colleagues are explaining, go visit any college that you are even thinking about. I had the opportunity to play collegiate volleyball at the Division III level, and it brought me to see some very unique universities that I wouldn't have otherwise. So definitely don't be afraid to get out there and visit. Don't think of it as a waste of time. Just think of it of expanding your options.
This one's hard because I have a lot of suggestions, but one that I know benefited my little brother when he was going through the process was creating a list of what was important to him to have at a college, then creating a spreadsheet with the list of colleges that you've applied to, and then just cross-checking, does a college have the sport that I'm looking to play with? Does a college have the major club, the support that I need as a first-generation student? That'll help you narrow it down. As a high school senior, you are going to get tons of mail, tons of emails, tons of people interested in you. That creating a spreadsheet is going to help you.
My answer would be very much similar to Jessica's, except that I would say make a diverse college list. So a lot of us were small schools. Please don't discredit the small schools. That's a lot of times where like good financial aid scholarships are at as well. But of course, having your large public schools, have your out of state, have a community college in the mix, just having a nice diverse college list.
Oh, so what else do I say? I would say to add to all of that, I think those are great suggestions, but use us, ask questions, talk to your admission counselor. That's why we're here for, to help you every step of the way. Also talk to current students at that school, right? Ask them questions. They're the ones going to class, talking to professors. They have jobs on campus, so they will be your best resource.
Wonderful. Thank you all for joining us and sharing some information about your colleges and universities. We have now reached the end of today's session, so I'm going to share my screen with you one more time. So thank you to our attendees for joining us. When you close the window, there will be a link to a very quick 5-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. I encourage you to check back on the schedule and sign up for more sessions in tonight's event. You'll be able to find this session recording as well as all of the other session recordings at strivescan.com/Ignatius. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you have a wonderful evening.